G'day guys, and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of our Factorio Space Age series. Our very first Space Age series. Now I believe this is episode 7, and I made a bit of a change to how we recorded episode 6 versus episode 7. So, well, not change to how we recorded, but change to the layout. So I actually put the base down in here, the oil base, into this area, and I've moved it into two sections and just put it at 90-degree angles from each other. So we've got the main oil production and then the main storage production. They just arch around to the right, and then over here the bus is going to make a turn. Now the reason I've done this, if we go into map mode again, the reason I've done this is because of the cliffs, and it is my determination that cliffs are the biggest challenge on Novice, or one of the biggest challenges in the game, because you can't do anything about early game cliffs, or cliffs in the early game. So it's best just to leave it and work around them. And I hadn't done that, and if we had have gone up here, we would have had all sorts of problems getting around the, just moving the bus around and having to go through here. So what I've done is I've turned the bus 90 degrees to the right, and we have some room to build above the bus, and that'll be fine. And then we're going to be infilling, I guess, this whole lake across here. So this is going to be brilliant, and that will mean there'll be no natural cliffs in the way. So guys, jump in. This episode we're going to be looking at the infilling of this and trying to move forward and talking about space platforms. So please jump in, enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I'll see you in just a sec. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm running up here to this stone patch up here, dedicated stone patch, and we've actually started sort of sort of reinforcing this natural stone up here, and it's coming down into there. You can see with that, just that patch there, it's already exhausted, say 5 of those, and it's just one full belt of yellow that we're getting out of that, and that's about it. And that's with the whole lot. And don't forget, that just comes into the base and filters down at the bottom of the bottom, and we've got a lovely brick factory going on there. The brick factory supports the bus, and the stone bricks on the bus, as well as those on the mall. But you can see all the other patches just running out. Don't forget, last episode we talked about the importance of natural patches, and the fact that you need to reinforce them a lot more on vanilla settings in Factorio since we've had the 2.0 update. So it's definitely, a need to be able to get these natural resources. Oil, we're still having some problems with, but we're a lot better than we were, so that's not too bad. Okay, let me just do this. Just take those guys off, and let's start to crack this, and then we'll set up a factory in here. Just actually take these guys out, because I'm going to probably put the factory right in this area. But we'll try to get ourselves a very high, well, a reasonably high production rate. What is it? Landfill factory. Yeah, that'll be exactly what we want. Okay, let's go with this. This is pretty good for the moment. And then we'll offset the next one just by 1. And we will do that. Okay, we're going to try and get a few of these guys in. And I'm going to put this guy straight across here. That touches, so that's nice. Then we can afford to do this. And that is nice. Put another one in there, I think, just to clear it at a good rate. And while we're here, I think we'll take everything out to the left-hand side, because we've got cliffs on the other side. So we'll do that for now. And I'm not going to use any sort of blueprinting at the moment, because we don't have robots. Oh, I tell you what, space platforms are just brilliant. Just been playing sort of in a sort of parallel, well, game, but on a different map, I guess. And it's just been great. The space platforms are, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's overwhelming when you start. But once you get a few of the basics going on, I think it's actually really, really good. And with the space platforms, I made this. If you make this mistake, you really can. You want to realize the mistake really quickly, and then be able to move on. So I actually thought that every time I needed to send stuff up to space, I would have to go up there myself. But I didn't realize you can just launch the rockets and send those up. And let's put two in the middle there. Yeah, you can send the rockets up with everything, but they can go up on their own. So you can sit there in map mode, and you come up here in map mode, and you'll have these space platforms and all your other, planets. If you, but we just got space platforms, and then you'll be able to just go click back onto that and build remotely, and everything is done remotely, and it's great. And it's the sushi beltness of space that I love. I just think it's. I'm very impressed. I'm very excited, and I can't wait actually just to get into space in this game. I think it's going to be great. Let's do. What do we need? What do we need? Do we need this? That was just not the way we're building that. I was coming at this from a slightly weird angle here, so everything was a bit odd. But if I do, that's still not happy, is it? Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. And I will just grab this guy, and then we need to make a few of those. Now we don't have any wood, but I just need to make a couple more of those. Let me take down some of these guys, just the dead ones. Actually, we've got lots of wood, and it's in a box. I put all the wood there just to kind of, just to clear up my inventory while I was doing a few things. Now, let's see. We're going to come across this way, and I'm going to want to use those guys. So why don't we do this? Let's go like this. Let's come straight across the top. I started piping in here, just where we're going to be putting all these pipes. Let's do that. Yeah, I started putting this in. I think it's all going to be okay. We'll talk about that once we start getting advanced, the advanced oil processing going. But for the moment, we aren't. We don't have anything going at the moment. Let's get personal battery. Yes, please. Let's get spelled immunity. Oh, definitely. Night vision. Oh, these are just the red and the green as well. Energy shield equipment. Let's just get a few of these going. And we don't want anti-blue science at the moment. We just want grey science. So I think that's it. Yeah, we don't have blue science going at the moment, so that'll be enough just for that. Okay, so we will upgrade the belts at some stage as well. Do I have a belt upgrader going in this? I don't. Okay, why don't we do that? Let's get an upgrade planner going. Put him in here. Right-click on him, and we want to say, let's do from yellow belts. Let's do yellow those, and then we want yellow here, and we want that to be to the reds. Yep. The green tick is always a bit of a ooh. But that's fine. Okay, so we'll put that guy just kind of there. It's just going to sort fine. Okay, and then we can at least upgrade those at some points. Let's put ourselves. Oh, we don't have Robot Factory going at the moment anyway. Get confused about what we do and don't have. Okay, so we need to. Let me see. For these guys, we just need to use to build a landfill. Okay, so I think we're just going to be doing it in these. So let's just see if that's going to be something we can do. Yep. So this is going to be very high capacity. So I think what we'll do is, because we're going to need lots of landfill going, so let's do that. But actually, let's do this. And two of them. This guy's here. Ironically, we'll get stone. So that'll be nice. And we'll do that to there, which would be good. Okay, we want the blues for this. We'll just get this going off, producing a few. That'll be nice. If you grab these guys, I want to go from the bottom. So let's go here and there, and then one off. One ahead of where we need to go. So that's like that. Make sure those recipes are good, and then this guy will be coming out. So let's do this, and now we want to put this into some high capacity boxes on either side, and that should be pretty good. And let's just do for the moment 2 rows on each. Yeah, 2 rows, brilliant, good. Okay, because these are going to take a while to get going as well. And we do have access now to speed modules, so I can make some of those up, but I need some red and green circuits, but I'll be able to get those going. But I think the speed module could be good, because look, it takes a while to get moving anyway, a while to fill it, and then it's going to take, once it does fill it, Oh, it needs, how many does it need? How many does it need, Chief? 50. My God. It needs 50 before I can get going. Okay. So that's something that is, and that's just going to, and is that going to produce how many? It's going to produce one. Man, this is gonna take ages, isn't it? Yeah, this is gonna be a really, really slow one. But we've got a few happening there. So 3, 9. Okay, so we'll leave that going. But I guess what we are going to want to do is just get that going a little bit. We don't want that messiness. Right. Now, I didn't want to, this is not something I probably need to build here, but we are going to need it just to expand the bus anyway. But let's just get this going. Let's just take a second, won't it? Oh, actually, yeah, I think it's probably good if we do put 4 of these guys in and just see if we can, see if the belts will take that. That could be quite nice. And I'm just going to say and see if I can handcraft a few of these guys just to make up the difference. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, and 2. Okay, that's good. Excellent. And we'll pick up these guys. And you need to be there just as good measure. It's not too bad. Let me just get rid of those 2. I don't like those 2 there. What I can do is put this guy, yep, there. So that's not too bad. And then we'll just put the extra ones where they're meant to go for the next ones. No doubt we'll be expanding that. So we'll see about that. But yeah, we can definitely get some red belts going into these sections, and that'll be quite good. Yeah, I think it's going to be lots of red belts, but I think that patch is just not supporting it enough, actually. So we've got these things sort of stopping here. So I'll go back and fix all that up, and that'll be quite nice. That'll be lovely. Okay, so science. Oh, all those research have just completed, and so that's pretty good. Let's now just jump into here and see. Okay, so we need inserted capacity bonus. Yep. You can get going, so that should be pretty good. One thing I have done is I've buffered all of my science to 3 steel chests, and you can see here this is just like, this one's full, this one is almost full, and these 2 are not. So I've got that for green, red, and grey. You can see here this is really quite full. So there's lots of science buffered. I'm going to continue to do that. Another thing that I did in between episodes is I have the extra coal patch, and I have this coal patch feeding our new power supplies we put in last episode. But I've also cut that off, and what I'm doing is I'm feeding the base of the coal at the input point where the original patch is. The reason I'm doing that is because that's feeding the very early on sort of arms. So this is the steel, and then you've got your iron and your copper plates over here. And again, for power, these are all being fed directly. So is the line here, being fed directly from the initial source. So I want to, and there's your stone bricks, and I want to be able to just keep doing that. There's the original coal just there, I believe. Is it? No, the original stone is just there. So yeah, that's lovely. But these are all cycling through. Here's the original coal, probably going to run out soon, but at least then when that runs out, we're built in with this new one. Another thing just to note is I believe that now with fluid changes in 2.0, we don't need to have the 1 to 20 to 40 ratio going on. We can have 1 to 100, I believe, before we. So I think one of these pumps can feed maybe 100 boilers. Certainly not more than the 20. So the original was 120 40, but I think it's a lot more. But at the moment, I'm not going to make any adjustments with that. It doesn't really matter. But it is good to note that as well. Seems like we're stockpiling petroleum here, and if I click on remote view, I can see here petroleum is quite a bit. So that's going to be quite good. Right, let's press on. Let's press on with the next thing. You can see this here. So we've got some room to build just above, and we will be building just above. So what's our very next thing that we're going to build? Let's have a look and see what is the next thing. So, how are we going with science? We have blue science, and we've got sulfur. Now, sulfur is being produced. If I have a look here, again, sorry, just there, but sulfur is being produced here. And I actually have a box of sulfur. I had a box of sulfur over here. Yeah, that was from the original science oil build, but I've got the sulfur. So, we need sulfur, we need red circuits, and we need engines. So engines are going to be their own thing. And as we scale up into the world of space, the space technologies, Novus is going to be supplying red engines, the electric engines. And so we need a really robust standard engine area, and then some room to put the red engines next to it. So that's how I want to lay that out in this series. Now, I want to leave some room for the fluid bus, but I think I'm going to run the fluid bus in the bottom of the bus. So as we go into here, I think I'll put a couple of things here. Sorry, I seem to be on a moving platform. Thank you. As we move along, I'm going to build here upwards. I think I'll build my arms up, and then I'll put the fluid bus down below just to keep it out of the way. So that means I'm free to build around here. Okay, so that should be pretty good. Just thinking ahead there. So let's get some engines going to start with. Regular engines. To have a look here, and they're going to need 1 to 1 to 2. So engines, right? Okay, cool. So let's start up quite high. See, keep a bit of room, and I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to just feed it either side. So let's make this the input line. No, let's make that the output line. Yep. And we'll feed upwards, and we'll do an input, a separate input line here, and then we'll do this one as well, and we'll do that. So if I have a look here for the engines, it's going to be 1 steel, and then 1 iron gear, and then 2 pipes. So the iron gears are the pipes is what we're making here. So let's make iron gears on this side. Let's make pipes on this side. Yep. So you need to be the same as that. You need to be the same as that. And we need to pick up some of these from the mall. But for the moment, I'm just going to make some because I think that's all I need to get. Don't think I need to get anything else for the mall. I seem to have lots of everything else. So that'll be pretty good there. Yeah. Okay, so that's a nice expandable one of these. And I don't mind keeping a little bit of room here. In fact, let's just put these guys like this. Let's work out power as well. Ooh, I am going to have to make some of these. So I need to pick up some... just making steel power poles from hand. Just the change in the recipe is playing with my brain. But for the moment, we'll leave it like that. Doesn't matter if we pick up a few bricks. And let's just spend a bit of crafting doing that. Hopefully that should be pretty good. We've got some of the blues there. Well, no, not too many, but that's all right. Okay, so right, what I need to do is feed this. So let me come up here and just say, right, this is where I'm going to feed it just so I can get a clear run up. So if I go like that, and I do this. Now I've got 2 lines here of this, so I want to feed from either side. So that's that one. We can cut this up. Actually, he can come all the way up here. Nice. Great. And the first one is going to be here, then we go there, then we go there, and then I want that to work on the other side too, while keeping the power poles quite neat. So let me just continue that little pattern, and then we'll connect in to our central power, which is going to be, let's just do it there for now. And for the moment, we'll do one here, and we'll do one here. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay. So that'll be those guys, and this we need to connect in, so it's going to be right here, but oh, there we go, there's the trains there getting oil from where they need to get to. Now what I want to do here is add a little gap and then put this guy in, so I want to feed from the other line. There we go. Okay, just to get those two lines. A different bus. Just to recap, different bus in a novice for space for the space age, because we just don't need to do so much on novice. There's no mega basing. Not that we mega base anyway, but there still isn't as need to do as much. Although don't cut yourself short, because you'll be scrambling later. So we are trying to find a nice balance of not cutting to, not keeping novice so bare that we're really just plugging holes the entire rest of the when we go to space, you want to focus on going to space and leave novice to be sufficient. So yeah, that should be good. Okay, so that's those guys. If I have a look here at my batteries, so 2 pipes per 1 iron gear wheel, but then 1 steel plate. So now we're ready to build. I've got this. So in that case, you can, if that's that, then we're actually ready to go like this. Yep. And you know what? I'm actually just going to keep like that. We'll put the steel here. That could be nice. Yep. And then I think we're ready to do batteries now here. Ooh, okay, so they're on either side now. That's just changed a little bit there. I'm hoping that's going to be okay. It's weird. I don't know why they're on opposite sides, but I'm just going to pick those up, and hopefully we don't get that happening. I'm not sure how that happened. I'm hoping it just puts always on its own correct side, on the opposite side as it should. Yeah, it seems to be. And we want batteries. Okay, so this is a nice little expandable battery section. And while we've got crafting done, I can just make a few more of these blue ones, and certainly make some more of the yellows just while we've got a few materials there. Okay, so this will be this. Now I wonder if we could double the battery factory here. I think we could actually, yeah. So I'm going to try this. I think we'll do batteries going down, and then I'm going to put another battery here. This is taking up a lot of room, but we are trying to see if we can keep it, and I don't mind going broadly because we've got cliffs up there as well. So this is, it's probably a calculated move. Yeah, so if the next one's here, see how I haven't got the these guys making a mess? They just got that one in the middle, and that determines that I've got enough room there. So that's all pretty good. Okay, so that's nice. You guys can be that recipe, and that means you need to be, oh yeah, we said you need to be steel, so you're here to here, there, and then an extra one to there, and we're doing that nicely. Yep. And then I'm going to then have this guy, yep, and I need my reds. Okay, so we want to put these red inserters here. Although it looks messy, it isn't messy, just because it's hidden behind that power pole. And that means that on the outside we want to put another one of these. Yep. So we do that and that, and there we go. Okay, and then that means I should be able to now split this guy. If I can hit the right key and not hit the caps lock button, could that be lovely actually? That would be good. Well, is this going to work? Do you guys connect? Yeah, you do. Nice. Okay, and where are you? You need to be. See, that belt immunity is going to go down the treat. So that's now these guys, and they're building on both sides. So I'm happy with that. I think that's all quite nice. Yeah, I think that's quite good. So we've got the engines coming along. Don't forget, chemical science is our goal. So let's have a look at, so if we're doing that, I'm not going to leave room for the, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put in I'm going to put a quick and dirty, no, I'm not actually, no, because I don't, I was going to put in an efficiency module, sorry, a speed module, but I don't have red circuits. So I believe red circuits is actually what I need to get to anyway, because I've got sulfur, I've got that, and I've got that, yep. So I need, red circuits is the next thing on the list anyway. And I can't, think I have to make red circuits in... Yeah, these guys get made in... we need plastic. Okay, cool. So plastic is the next big frontier then, because plastic is the one. So I'll have this, and I'm going to keep some room now. I'm going to have the next one's going to be here, but plastic is going to be where we need to be for the next piece. Right, and petroleum is going to be the thing that we need to put with the plastic. So I'm going to just lay out my liquid bus right now. So let me do a gap of 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm going to put it here. Yep. And what I want to do is I wouldn't mind just saying, okay, there's my gap, and I'm going to do this is where my liquid bus is going to be. So at least now I know what to kind of do. And what we can do is let's do this. And let me do that. And I'm hoping now if I get this, I should now be able to put, if I do that, yeah, just do that, and we should be able to get at least some space planning going on. Oh, make sure we don't put it in the wrong spot. Look how it's jumping around. There we go. Okay, so that's not too bad. Okay, cool. I think we're getting somewhere with that, so that's quite nice. Right, let's get the next big one in, though. It's going to be plastics. Plastic bar is here. Now we need chemical plants. Oh, cryogenic plants as well. Well, I don't think I have access to cryogenic plants, but I do have the access to the chemical plants. So let me get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me get 8 of those. And we want to make a double-sided one of these as well. Just wait till I get one so I can start putting them down as blueprints. There we go. Well, here they are. Nice. So I want to line it up with this roughly, but keeping a nice gap. So let's do that. And I think the way I want to do these is with these in the middle. Yeah, it just keeps us nice and powered. I think that works, does it? Yeah, I do want to do those in the middle. Yeah, and let me say I want to do plastic bars. Thank you. And that's plastic bars. So it's the input of just these, and then we want coal, and that's why the coal is here. So if I put my coal, now let's do inputs first. So we get these just to put a little nub on the end there. Actually, I wonder if I try something different. What about if I do that, and then I do that? That's not bad. I like this. I don't mind that. So that would supply those two, and then we'd need coal. Now the coal's going to have to come in like this, but the coal could come in to this angle. Yeah, coal could come in like that. That doesn't work. No, that doesn't work. I don't know if I'm trying to save too much here, but actually what I could do is let me just do the straight line there and say, right, let me put in, because that's feeding those two, and all they need to do is get to the next section. So if I do this, and then I do kind of this, let me do that bit, because I'd need to put, because we've got the inputs going, I need to put these guys here and here. And if I do that and I copy, when I put the next one, nope, I'm not happy with any of this. Let me just take all that up. It's not how we want that to be. Okay. Right. So why don't we do this? Let's do this. So let's just try for this. Go with this one and this one. And underneath, let's go. So these two are connected. And then That should be with that. Okay, so now I should be able to put this in. Yep. So when I connect up the next ones, yeah, so that'll connect up to there nicely now. See that? So that should connect up nicely. That means that this can be plastic bars heading down. And that means next I need to build the other side. An exact replica. I can't just duplicate these guys, I don't believe. There might be a new way we can do this. I heard them talking about doing some sort of side duplication in 2.0, but I'm not across it. Let's do, not that. Okay, and let's put that guy in as well. So that'll be that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and supply the, the petroleum like that. So let me do that to there. Yeah, and if I put these guys in here, let me set these recipes first. Yeah, nice. And we want to match this. So we put a nub onto each of these, no, the top bits of each of them. Yep, and then we go like that. And that should be enough to do that. Now I'm probably going to put a pump on there as well to make sure that we get lots of that petroleum going. But for now, let's do that. And the nubs. Okay, for now that's pretty good. And to come across, just say you can go like that, and that's fine. Don't mind that. Can even just drop him in a bit. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Okay, direct feeds here. Let's not even connect these two together. Keep them separate. Less that can go wrong. So that'll do that. We need now to pipe up the liquid. And I'm going to put the liquid in there, and I'm going to put it on the right side as well, the correct side. So it could be interesting. What I will do is I'll put a pump right here just to help. Yeah, let's do one pump there, so we don't want anything to go wrong. And that pump will be powered anyway. If I'm here, I know I need to go there, and I may as well just do the end bit, and it's going to be the first one. Okay, so we're going to say this is where it's going to be, and it's going to get messy now getting up to there, but at least we know this is where it's got to come out to, so that's fine. So let me do this. Ooh, this part's going to have to go up and down a bit. That's fine. This is what Factorio is about, isn't it? Solving the problems. So actually do that. If I do the green right before this, and then I go to say, let me just do there for now. What we'll do is just put these guys in. Yeah, nice. And where is the pump storage? It's there. Okay, so let's put a pump straight afterwards to say let's get it out. These are being filled in, and we want the pump to come outwards, so the pump will be here, and that'll be there. Nice. So this is now pumping out, and I believe we've got a straight run down, but let's have a look. We'll soon find out. Oh yeah, it did it. Good. Okay, we've got a little bit of a thing happening here, but that's fine. We can do this actually. We can do that. Fluid movements, and then I think straight down here is good. So let's do sort of that, and well, you don't need to be there, to be honest, but we want this guy to be here. So we do this. The green is where it's good. Quick patch up here, and we know actually this is fine. We can do exactly that back. Nice. I like it 2 away from there, which is nice. Here is good. I think here's probably okay. Oh, I might need to just procure myself some of these guys. We will head down to the mall shortly and just grab what else we're short on. Remember, in the middle section, I'm watching out for running. So that's pretty good. And then I want this to connect to, where is it? Just to there. Okay. We've got to pump at either end, so we should be okay. Let me just see if I do that and I'm one off. So we go here, we go here. And now that should be pumping. Have I got my display on? Yeah, I do. What's not pumping here? We're not connected here. Just one off. So we'll plug that. And that is now pumping. Yep, I go across here. Yeah, I can see it pumping there. And these guys have started working. Oh, just put this right too close, didn't we? Did we? Yeah, no, we got it in the right spot. We just don't have the arms. Brilliant. I actually thought I put it there and took it away and then put it there again in the same wrong spot, but I didn't. I just didn't put the feeders of the coal in. So they're now in, which is nice. This tree can go. Yep. And now these guys are good for plastic. Oh, yeah, we're missing that one there. There we go. Cool. So these guys should be running now. Missing him as well. Oh, yeah. Now we just need outputs. God, we're sort of... I'm going to use yellows here for the outputs. Right, let's do the outputs. Let's do them right in the middle. Yep, right in the middle. Because they're sort of 3 up, aren't they? They're a grid of 3. What are they? Sort of 1, 2, 3 across, 1, 2, 3 down. So they're 3 by 3s. Cool. So that's that guy. And now we have some expandability that we can do there. I think that's quite good that we keep these things going. Okay, let's stream ahead with what else we can plan for Blue Science. Don't forget, at Blue Science, we're launching rockets. And not at the start of Blue Science, though, but we are launching them at Blue Science, so we're one step away, really. Okay, Advanced Circuits is the next. And for Advanced Circuits, we did need plastic bars, copper cables, and green circuits. So I think what I can do now is leave room. Now, what I want to do here is just leave a bit of room for another one of these next to it. So let me put that there. I don't want that power pole. But let me do that again and just say, right, here we go. Let's leave a gap of 2 and say these guys could be next to it. And again, it might be the case that it's short and squat as opposed to up and down because we've got all these cliffs here. But at the moment, we just got that there, and I think that's pretty good. So that can be for space planning. I think that's kind of nice. Now, just to keep power going across, just going to put in that one and that one. Okay, and then we can see the messiness of the power poles as well, which we just talked about. Okay, are we tracking there for science? Is there anything I can do? No, I need blue. I need to do the blue science. Yeah, it is the blue science to get a lot of things next. Okay, that's good. Keep tracking ahead with the blue science. Right, so we want sulfur. Now we want 1 part sulfur, 2 parts advanced, and then engine units. Oh, so once we get red circuits, we're set. So let me have a quick look here for red circuits, and it's plastic bars, copper cables, and electronic circuits. So we need, we need a small copper cable factory to start us off. So what we'll need to do here is just keep ourselves a nice little gap. Say, right, let's do copper cables. And I think for this one, what we want to do is feed on the outside and put them on the inside. So let me do that again. Do the same thing. So we'll do that. We'll feed on the outside and we'll do it with 2. I mean, this is taking up a lot of room. We did say we'd go over to the mall, so let's do it. Let's also put just a few of these to run on. This is all going to be filled in shortly. But let's run up to the mall now and just grab a few supplies here because it is getting a bit out of hand. There we go. And we can have a look. I've missed my little turn off here, but I can come up this way. Great. Okay, let's run down and see what we need to get. I will take some of these. I'm going to take a few more drills. Hit the right key and let's come across. Don't need any of those. No. Yeah, take lots of those, but nothing of the regular pipes. Now, topping up here, I'm going to take just a few of these splitters. Definitely take a lot of them. And definitely going to take a lot of these as well. But down here, I know I need blues, the whole stack of 50. I know I need yellows. Ooh, there's lots of those yellows. So let's put those there. And it won't make too many more. And then I think we're pretty good. Little extra stack. Oh, there's lots of stuff there, isn't there? Can I just make that? Yep, look at that. We're not going to be able to handcraft very much at all. But logistics isn't too far away. Logistics bots as well. Yeah, it's not too far away. Let's have a look. Can I get rid of these two little blueprinties? Yes. Okay, let's just diagonally run across here. And we were making, let me just grab, thank you. Let's grab this. Okay, so we are making copper wire. So let me do that. And it's a very basic copper wire system, but it's in the wrong spots. Yep. And we definitely want the blues. Blues by default, because we're going to be upgrading all the belts shortly. And I don't think we need that much copper wire anyway, but we'll just sort of see about it. It's coming from the copper here, so if I can just extend my bus while not running on it, but if we can just, we've got lots of these. That's not what we want. Thank you. Yeah. We will need the greens, so it's important if we can just grab a bit of this as well. Thank you. Just underneath. But we can do that, and then it is copper here. So let's do this now. Now I want to feed one from each, same as we did before. So if we do this, it'll automatically do that for us, and we'll do this from this side. Yep, and then let's do the next one. And if I do that from there, nice, it'll do it. And here I want to get an undergroundy and give it 2, so I can now feed it from the other side like that. How slow those belts are. Brilliant. Okay, let's feed this across. So that reaches nicely. We love that. And we're staying with the same power supply here. I like this setup. I've been using this quite a bit. So it's going to be a bit uneven there because it's a different sort of style build. Okay, so that puts these guys here. Let's try and ratio this guy up as well. Oh no, we're at advanced circuits, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, so we want 2 plastic bars, 4 copper cables, and 2 electronic circuits. So we want copper cables on its own, and plastic bars and electronic circuits are ready to go as well. So if I put, let me do a gap of 2, and then the next one is going to be here. We can have that as these guys. So I think a good carry line is right there where we are. Is it? One up maybe. Yeah, that's a good one. Little gap there. Yeah, nice. So that'll put those guys up. And then on either side of this is going to be plastic bar. So plastic bar running into here. You both can go. But plastic bars can now be split off. So I will put the plastic bars like this. They don't go on the bus. So at the moment, all they're doing is feeding reds. But I'm going to do that. I'm just going to pull them across all the way and say, right, there we go. And they can feed into there. And all of a sudden, look how much this has taken up all this room as well. So, you know, we don't have much room here. But okay, that's that. And then I think the other side was going to be, let's put these here. 4 reds. What do you got there? Was it? Yeah, plastic and green circuits. So let's get these guys coming across anyway. And I will just place these guys down as well. Hopefully all that's landfill. Yeah, it did its thing. Brilliant. And where am I putting it? Here. Because I want it to go like this. So let's do that. Okay, we are getting attacked. Interesting. Let's see where we're getting attacked. You can come up down a bit. I'm going to finish this build. I don't think the attack's going to be the worst thing in the world. Once we're 1 off, we do an extra one. Nice. And is destroying something, but we'll have a look and we'll see where it's polluting and coming from as well. Basically, these guys are here. I wonder if you can just get these red circuits building first. One, and then we want this to be there, and we'll do the other side. So your red circuits. And there we go. Red circuits are making, which is good. Okay. You can be there, and we should be good. Okay, so red circuits are now making. We got multiple attacks, guys. Okay, we'll have to have a look at this because I want to look at it from a let's go and save it. Okay, this is with no robots. That's a pure kill. So let's go and get those, and then up here, yeah, we don't even have. Without robots, it's not going to rebuild itself. So I'm going to come down this way. I've got a fair bit of ammunition on me. I'll just take these guys out, and then I know I need to defend over there. We'll have a look at our eastern defences and see where these fellas have come from. I'm not going to rebuild Greys at the moment. I'm going to leave it like that, and I'm going to wait till I get robots, and hopefully the robots can rebuild it, even if I leave it. So I'm going to leave that, but I'm going to just put down 3 of those, and I'm going to give them lots of ammunition. Yep. So that's that taken care of. And then we'll go up the top and have a look at that in a sec for the stone. But just looking from a map perspective, if I turn on my pollution, I see these guys up here, but I think we're more likely to be getting attacked from here, and they're coming straight up. So I think what I'm going to need to do, if I have a look, nothing is close. So I'm going to have to take out 1, 2. These 2 need to go. 3, that needs to go. And 4, that's that one. And then I think I'm actually clear. I can put a wall here. I can put a wall here, and those defenses are taken care of. And then I think I can put a wall here. So I think in between episodes, you've seen me kill bases, but in between episodes, I'm going to take out 1, 2, 3 is massive. 4. Yeah, I'm going to take out four of the bases, and just deplete those, and get rid of them. So I will, by the next episode, I will have done that. So that'll be lovely. Let's just head right up now and just see about what's happening up there. And of course, so we're just the other side of oil. I do need to put down some more radars anyway. So I tell you what, let me just put a radar here because it's not, why not? And it is the factory up here, and you can see these guys. They're not defended. It's the factory we talked about being so important, and I've left it completely undefended. But that's all right. They're coming from that corner anyway. So let me just put 1, 2, 3. And each of those has 50. Actually, you know what? Give them. Now they should have 75. Yeah, just give them quite a few. And I'll just also do this. 3 of those. Each of them now has 50. But if I take away and now put another 50 in, they should each have 75, 65, 45, 75. Okay, so that's not too bad. And we just repair a few things. Yeah, look at this. We really got a bollocking, didn't we? Yeah. Okay, so is that all fixed now? Yeah. Can't see where the dead ones are, but yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, that's all good. Nice. And now we can put speed modules in here as well. Let's see how many we got. Oh, that's quite a lot, and that's quite a lot, and these are running slow, so that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. If I go to map mode, turn off my pollution, I can see now my radar is covering this, but I'm just going to be safe anyway and just put down 2 radars. That'll allow me to scan a bit more forward. While I'm here, I'm just going to put down just 2 of those guys, take some of my own bullets and stick in a few into those. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so that's a little bit more defense there. I think that's nice. I think I've got some belt immunity there because I'm running against belts and I'm not as slow as I normally was. But that's pretty good. This is set up for the solid fuel fiasco that's coming our way. Lovely. Cool. This episode, I'm very happy with this. I'm really happy with how this has come on. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just now expand these in between episodes, take out those bases, and then go look for our next episode. I think in our next episode we're definitely looking at making blue science and prioritizing some of the sciences, because we'll be getting some of these low density structures, and we're off to rocketry world, and we will definitely be off to space platforms in the not too distant future. That's blue science as well, although there are some prerequisites here for advanced soil processing, but we are absolutely getting there, because that'll be the first one that we'll do. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. You know what I'm going to do in between episodes. I'm going to start to fill this lake in. I'm going to really get this going. And next episode, we're going to be, I reckon, just maybe a step away from the very first space platform. Don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe to Stitch Up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Factorio. This is our first ever Space Age playthrough. Cheers.